Hello and welcome to CX Today. My name is Charlie and I'm bringing you our latest CX update video. And for this, I'm delighted to be joined by Gidi Adlersberg, head of the Voca CIC business line at AudioCodes. Gidi, thanks very much for joining us. How are you doing today?
Yeah, I'm great, Charlie. Happy to be here. Very happy to be doing this.
Yeah, absolutely. It's great to talk to you once again, GD. And today we're going to be talking about everything audio codes. And for my first question, I think maybe it's best to look back uh, back at the past kind of year, 12 months, year, and maybe to discuss kind of what some of your most successful products and services have been over this time, and kind of why do you think they're really resonating with your customers?
Yeah, so Charlie, definitely, very busy and exciting times for us here at AudioCodes. A lot of new initiatives that we're working on, and here we are in the big CX Today update. So naturally, we're going to talk about customer experience and definitely the most major progress we've made in that space is with Voca CIC. So in over the past year and even more year or two, I'd say we are finding ourselves deploying Voca and serving enterprises from multiple verticals and also different departments within the enterprises, which is very interesting. So there's a lot of talk about departments beyond the contact center that need contact center capabilities. They just don't necessarily know that it's called contact center, right? But when you go to the average sales department or human resources, IT help desk, of course, and so on, and you ask them things like, do you need a better way to handle a call after hours, or are you looking for a better way to get an interaction over to the right person in the department? Do you need any kind of automation on the way in that could potentially deflect some of that voice traffic and offload some work from those agents? The answer is yes, all day long, and we're very excited, lately to bring the CCAS to basically every at the way that we like to say it, every Teams user for us becomes a potential agent. So that has been very exciting for us, bringing Voca to the market. To very some enterprises that we work with are very large, and especially now we just announced about our Omnichannel addition to Voca CIC. So that even puts us, stronger in the CX in the Teams CX space, where now we're not only able to provide that voice only CCAS option, but also extend that to digital customer service and help the enterprises we work with offer new ways of interacting with agents, not only through a voice call, but maybe also through an email that is tightly monitored as part of a contact center, or of course also web chat interaction. So yeah, definitely busy and exciting times for us in this space.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there are two, as you highlighted, two really big trends which are definitely kind of um, are definitely making the Voca CIC solution resonate with customers. I imagine in terms of more departments leveraging contact center tools for their own businesses, such as kind of field service personnel, sales teams, marketing teams, and store associates even. And then also we're kind of seeing contact centers broaden out. So kind of other employees from around the business are kind of chipping in every now and then. And the fact that with Voca they can do so through Teams, I think it's
Right.
quite a big differentiator for the platform. So it's really great to hear about the growth of that, and especially those omni-channel capabilities that you mentioned there, Judy. I think that's super exciting. Um, but maybe kind of looking ahead now, I don't know if you can tell us anything about what's coming up on your technology roadmap and what kind of features and benefits there are and how they will benefit your customers.
Yeah, thank you, Charlie. So roadmap. So, I've talked about the latest edition of Omnichannel. From here, um, I guess unsurprisingly, a lot of what we're going to release and a lot of what we're working on these days is around AI, and namely, we already have a lot of AI in Voca, right? The conversational AI piece that's built into our solution, cognitive services that we deliver, embedded as part of Voca CIC to our customers. What you can expect to see from us in the upcoming months or so is additions around generative AI. Okay, so taking all this, GPT magic, being able to not only summarize calls, in the blunt way, but also allow supervisors to actually freely prompt a transcript between a customer and agent and get insights, whether it's from one specific customer interaction or also from, a set of interactions that can reveal, trends or popular topics that customers are talking about. um, a lot of insights that we're planning to bring using generative AI to Voca CIC. And for us, the fact that we've been dealing with conversational AI for so long means that yeah, it's there's always an effort of integrating those services. And like always here as well, we're going to lean quite heavily on the Azure AI, open AI technologies from Azure. But definitely a lot of our experience in how to deal with, nailing things like custom vocabulary. So, when you think about interactions between customers and agents, you can find all sorts of terminology, like things like think about things like product names or brand names and so on. And if you don't get those right in the transcript, everything else, kind of slips away as a result. So, yeah, we are very excited to kind of harness all that AI experience that we have from the conversational AI space and now bring that over to the generative AI a domain and harness that to our set of offerings. So definitely expect to see generative AI coming from us in Voca CIC. Also, a lot of I'll call it scalability capabilities that we're going to add to our solution. So if in the past year or two we've been dealing with deployments of up to, let's say, 300, 500 agents. These days, we're deploying Voca to enterprises and or contact center desks with thousands of agents. So with that, we'll be looking to provide much more automation, provisioning, and everything it takes to make large deployments easy when we talk about this kind of scale of contact center desks.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, there's so much impressive stuff there, which is kind of incredible for a solution based on Microsoft Teams. Everything from the trends that we discussed right at the start of this interview, in terms of the kind of the expanding informal contact center, right through to that generative AI and conversational AI piece. And you can kind of see why kind of enterprises now kind of considering this solution for kind of 1,000 seat contact centers. That's really great. But if I could maybe nail you down to one kind of tech trend that you think is going to most impact your customers this year, what would you say that tech trend will be?
Right. So for me, if my honest opinion, I mean, I'm sure that 90% of professionals in the CX space that you'll ask this question to, almost everyone would say that AI is and Gen AI, generative AI, is the number one trend that all the industry is looking at. I think for us, the more we talk about generative AI with our customers and drill down on use cases, what we find is our challenge here is how we make it, first of all, easy to consume, because the technology is fairly new, and there's a lot of behind the scenes work to make it work smoothly. there are also other considerations, commercial considerations. How do we bring an easy and effective commercial model to our customers? One that is not token based, but maybe something more digestible for our customers, something that allows them to actually plan a budget for. And then also, of course, data protection and privacy of those interactions, because generative AI without the right fences, um, it generated a reply of a bot can get pretty wild if it's not properly restricted. So those are the things that we're thinking about. It's not only how do we connect the wires and make the technology accessible through our solution, but also how do we really make it useful, and how do we wrap it as part of an experience that makes sense for our customers and that make our customers feel comfortable working with Gen AI in real life production scenarios.
Mm. Yeah, and we've certainly seen some of those kind of wild examples of untethered generative AI facing the customer. So it's great to kind of hear about how you're kind of working on some of the guardrails as well at AudioCodes, and as well as some of the data privacy aspects behind it. But yeah, we've covered so much in today's chat, and I think it's been a really great conversation. So thanks very much for joining me today, Gidi.
Yeah, it's been great. Thank you, Charlie, for having me, and see you next time. Thank you very much.
Absolutely. And also, thanks to everybody for watching. Bye for now.